up, Heat 'em Up gang? It's your boy Heat 'em Up Charles. I'm back with another video. Now, I don't know if my video is lagging right now. I saw it a little bit. Hopefully it fixes. If it doesn't, I'll be disappointed. But usually it fixes like within later on in the video. But we're gonna react to Pat McAfee react to Trey Lance looking like Patrick Mahomes 2.0 at camp. Now, the key word there, at camp. Now. But we're going to see how Pat McAfee reacts to it because he's a funny guy. I'm not going to lie. He's probably the funniest punter I've ever seen. Like, he had his show, and he's hilarious to me. So we're going to watch it. We're going to see what he has to say.
Trey Lance looking like a Patrick Mahomes 2.0.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes 2.0 says
2.0,
Benjamin Albright
baby.
at Albright NFL.
But
Benjamin
2.0,
Albright knows his
4.0.
shit, doesn't he? What's going on?
What the hell is
Cowboy
that?
Diggs, yeah.
We're acing
What was
it.
that?
We're acing it.
Well, it was very audible.
Oh, no, that wasn't towards Ben. Me and Ben have...
Do you and Ben Albright have beef? I didn't. Is this the person?
Remember, he was the guy that had me blocked. For no
Dude,
oh, yeah, but you guys are back.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so let's move on.
I should have kept it to myself because you were explaining the situation. But I mean, let's relax. Let's pump the brakes a little bit on Mahomes.
Okay. So Diggs is offended.
I mean, it's just training camp, y'all. Just training camp.
By the way, I don't think
I love you, Trey. Trey 5.
either because you're talking about ridiculous expectations.
We're gonna slow roll there right now. We're gonna slow down a little bit. We're taking things too fast. You take things too fast, it never works out.
Just grace everybody with Mahomes 2.0. Just like whenever they said Mac Jones had a little Tom Brady.
Just yet. Let's not put that on his back.
He can throw the ball well. Because like Tom Brady is Tom Brady because Tom Brady's brain is different than everybody else. It's just like Patrick Mahomes, same thing. But that has to be great to hear out of the Niners faithful who thought they were getting Mac Jones for about a month and a half.
No, I didn't think we were
Trey
getting
Lance,
Mac Jones.
but this also follows up with John Lynch telling Adam Schefter.
I was against Mac Jones from the beginning, the very beginning.
On Schefter's
I did not
podcast,
want
felt
Mac
like John
Jones,
Lynch
never
almost
wanted
said,
Mac Jones.
Anybody
Do
want to
not
trade
want
for
Mac
Jimmy
Jones.
Garoppolo?
Still
Come on
wouldn't
and
even
get
want
him.
Mac Jones.
And then with what they're saying
He's
about
number
Trey
50
Lance,
in
go ahead and do
practice
that.
for
Great
Patriots. Come on
situation
now.
to be in with
Who
two great
wants that?
quarterbacks in the NFL, especially for a team that has been ravaged with injury over the last couple of years.
Well, I think it's all part of, I think it all can be true. Trey Lance, from the throws that have been out there online, he looks really good. Jimmy G looks good as well, but I saw Colin Cowherd a couple hours ago talk about it, saying, all you're saying when you're pumping Trey Lance up this much is that, hey, the price tag is don't come cheap if you want Jimmy G. It's going to cost you. That's why if both of them are playing well and you can say that and you believe that, you're in a great situation.
That's
we are in a great situation.
Because my take is, if Jimmy G gets hurt, you got a guy who could potentially win you a Super Bowl. Maybe if they're thinking he's Mahomes 2.0, and maybe they're viewing it that way because the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes situation as well, where it's like the stories I was told from anonymous sources.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm normally not great at this, so I might give the person's name. The punter told me. No, I'm joking.
You said the punter told me
did
that.
tell me, though. He was like, the entire year there, what Patrick Mahomes is doing against the defense, because you don't get any reps on the offense when you're a backup quarterback. I think Jameis came out and said that basically the other day. We have said that a lot. Backup quarterback in the NFL, although your job is very significant and important, you're not getting a lot of reps because why would you waste any reps between the number ones with anybody other than your quarterback whenever those things are so paramount in this entire thing? But whenever you think about Patrick Mahomes slicing and dicing that Chiefs defense all year, and the entire team watching it just being like, God damn. But Alex Smith was playing MVP-like football, and he was finally in a situation where he had a head coach and a team around him, and he was playing great football. They beat the Patriots by 700 the first week. Yeah. He was in the MVP conversation. This was the Alex Smith.
Hey,
this was the Alex Smith that everybody was like, okay, finally, number one overall pick over Aaron Rodgers, Alex Smith. And although Aaron and Alex don't have any beef with that whole thing, he was bummed. So when they ship him out of town to Washington, and Patrick Mahomes starts against Denver in Denver, they win, and then he's on the bench the rest of the time. There was a lot of, myself included, that were like, Alex Smith is finally playing great football.
He was playing great football.
Get out. And then that's when I got a text from Colquitt that was like, hey, just wait until you see this fucking guy. And that has been 100% accurate. Kansas City Chiefs fans called in the show. I forget where we were. I think we were on Sirius at the time. Or maybe we were just live on YouTube or somewhere else. I forget where we were. Somebody called in. They're like, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the MVP. I've watched every training camp practice this guy. And we're like, get the fuck out of here, that guy. And it's been real. So maybe that's what they're alluding to. And if that's the case, then maybe Lynch is looking to get rid of Jimmy G. And there's some teams.
Of course we are. This is last year. This is last year on the contract. The Colts, like I told y'all in my last videos, the Colts, Carson Wentz just got hurt. It seems like Houston's going to be in need for a quarterback because they're dealing him to. They're saying the Eagles. I want to say Deshaun Watson and his problems, but yeah. But if it could be like how in Pat Mahomes' situation was, like sit a year and then just wait for that year and just have Trey Lance just kill the second team defense all day or just kill the defense all day in practice and then just wait his turn, that's going to be even more great. That would be worth the wait. Like, that's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. Just saying.
Now that are desperate still, I guess.
Right, I think they're in a good spot because they can sit back and say no for any offers that come at them with Jimmy G because they know we can keep him on here and have both these guys here. Even if we play Trey Lance, even if we want to put him in, let's have a solid backup that we trust until we get an offer that says, all right, this is too good to turn.
Too good to pass up. Yep.
And they remember whenever they were going to draft Mac Jones at the time, they came out at the Alabama Pro Day, I think, and told somebody like Jimmy G is still in our plans. Jimmy G is still in our plans. They told Jimmy G that he was, and we thought naturally like $20-some million would be saved if they just moved Jimmy G, and they already knew they just gave up 2 first-rounders to get up to 3.
Yeah.
If they're not taking a quarterback, they're going to be judged for that. If they're taking a quarterback, that is obviously the future of the franchise. You could save some money in a cap, strapped year here with the salary cap not jumping as much as everybody thought because Uncle COVID.
Whoa, I just thought of this. If we get rid of Jimmy G and his contract, wait, no, we're not really getting rid of his contract. But actually, I think we would because his contract is really team-based for real. We would have had enough to go get Xavier Howard, the corner from Dolphins. Lockdown. We need a corner. We still need a corner. We need a corner. But, I don't know how that would really play out because, like McAfee said, we don't have any draft capital. We literally just trade all our draft capital for Trey Lance. So I don't know how that will work out. But I'm just saying, we'll have more cap room to sign him if we want Xavier Howard. Because we really do need a corner. Corner is our weakest position on the field. It's the weakest position. You got Jason Verrett having to play like an all-star, and he's old. And then you got rookies. You got Ambry Thomas that I thought would have been good, but he sat out for COVID year, so he's just now working his way back in the motion of things for real. So he's not doing good. And then you got Demo, but he's doing good, but we need that assertive now. We need that. We just need a piece that we can feel real comfortable with, so we can be like, yeah, we know we got one side of the field locked down. That's the type of thing. That's what we need. Especially in our division. We got D-Hop in our division. We got A.J. Green in our division. Then we got D.K. Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Then Cooper Kupp. We need a lockdown. We need a lockdown corner. Ramsey is a lockdown for the Rams. I don't really think the Seahawks really have a lockdown. But then, you got the Cardinals with, what's his name? Buda Baker. They all have somebody at least that can lock down for real. We got Jimmy Ward and all that, but he's a safety. We need a corner that's solidified. We need us a bona fide star at corner so we can just be like, yeah, go lock that man up. We need him locked up for the rest of the game, and he's gonna go do it. That's what we need. And then, moving on from Jimmy G, but they got Tua and all, so they're not really gonna be in the mood for a quarterback. But if they're in the mood for a running back, Raheem Mostert, you can get out of there. Because we got Trey Sermon, we got multiple running backs back there that can run that ball. So if we got to get rid of Raheem Mostert, I'm not really going to be mad about that. Raheem Mostert is a great talent, but we need a corner. We got to value needs over value. And right now we have a lot of value at running back. So we can afford to lose a player like Raheem Mostert for Xavier Howard with a couple of other things that will need to also be in that trade in order for it to really work. But I'm just saying he could be I can't say Eric Armstead either. But or one of our D tackles. We have a lot of value at D tackle too. We're deep. The positions that we're really deep in that we don't really necessarily like it's just a bittersweet to have. We can afford to get rid of one or two of those guys. Like we really could to go get a player that we really need. We need a corner. Goodness gracious.
I believe that was COVID Alpha.
Okay.
Yeah, we're now on Lambda and Delta Plus, and I'll tell you what, when you fly Delta Plus, that son of a bitch is quick.
Yeah, moving.
Yeah. But they said we have enough money to manage it all. I guess they're sticking by that, but it could get expensive. Like, it could get pretty tasty, a trade offer. And if Trey Lance continues to ball out, maybe they'll look at it. But Schefter's podcast seems to be a place where...
If Trey Lance balls out in the preseason, Jimmy G's out of there by week 1. I'm telling you right now. But Trey Lance will have to ball out, ball out to the max for them to even really think and entertain it for real. Like, for the front office to really entertain. Like, I know we're entertaining it, but the front office, for John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan to really just say and lock in and say, yeah, we're going with Trey right now, he would have to ball out in preseason and just do wild type things that will carry over to the regular season against the week 1, against the starting defense. Literally, like, he will have to do that plus more and be like a real superstar of the preseason just for them to even think of that. Like, if he's not the superstar of the preseason, then they won't even think about it. But who knows?
You would set a seed maybe if you're trying to make him right in that kind of ice. People probably listen to Schefter.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he has all the connections. You know what I mean? Is that a place? We'll have to watch and see. I hope Trey Lance is a Mahomes 2.0 though, because whenever Mahomes is on TV, guess what? I need to fucking watch it, and I hope Trey Lance is that same type of player. Let's go to
we get that type of player,
the
we're gonna be
Los
locked
Angeles
in
Rams
for
practice. We talked about this yesterday,
max.
and you said it's
Back
hurt all the
to
time.
back.
Stay away from the fucking
We're finally gonna have those Super Bowls
even though it's
that
very
we
difficult.
need, them
Matthew
deep
Stafford
playoff
injured
runs
his
that we've
thumb
been
at the end of
dreading
practice,
for.
hitting it off a helmet. He was supposed to have a day off. Listen to this, AJ. He's supposed to have a day off. He said, I don't have fucking days off.
No way.
Wait, I taped the thumb. Foxy said, what is this? Just a little bit of a paper cut for this guy.
That's it. That's all it is.
This guy's played with a broken neck before.
Yep.
Aaron Donald's come out and said, hey, watching Matthew Stafford do what Matthew Stafford does.
Matthew Stafford
is
broke his
something I've
arm and
never
threw a
seen
touchdown
before,
pass,
basically.
like,
So
to win the
everybody
game.
immediately
Come
goes,
on,
he's
his
burying
toughness
Goff.
is
And it's
never
like,
gonna be
no,
questioned.
I think he's just impressed by what he's seen with Stafford, as we all have been who've got to see him play. This guy's it. This is a potential MVP year for Matthew Stafford. LA, bright lights. If that team does well, never had a vote. I mean, this could be massive for Matthew Stafford, AJ.
Of course, I think I said a couple days ago on the show, I think Stafford could easily be an MVP candidate this year. I think someone called in, or maybe one of the toxic table guys tried to tell me oh, absolutely not. Oh, stooge.
I mean,
We're trying to
it's
say
all up in the air
Stafford's
because,
probably-
literally,
Yeah.
the NFC
Yeah.
West is the best
No,
division in
it
football.
wasn't.
That's why I say that.
Not at all.
Connor, can you do the John Bond thing real quick?
AJ, I'm not just some dancing
I
clown.
haven't seen that.
all right?
I want a clip of it. I wanted to see it last night. I didn't see any of it.
Oh, there's clip. I watched it 10 times last night.
Clips out.
Someone send me a link, please.
We'll send it to your email, at Hotmail. Yeah, we'll send it over there.
AOL.com.
Yeah, whatever you need, we'll get it over there. I watched it 10 times last night, but the more and more we talked about it, and it was a good conversation that said John Bond that you talked about brought up. What is going to be your betting style here for the future's MVP bets?
So I think I'm going to hammer Mahomes because when you think about last year, even when Rodgers was the clear-cut MVP, they were still pounding the Mahomes drum, the media. So you got to think if he does well and he's up there on the top, they're going to give it to him. And then a little sprinkle with Brady and Stafford just because, Brady, second year in that offense, they're finally familiar. And then Stafford. And Stafford's great, obviously going to be in the best offense he's ever been in. And with the Goff thing and Rodgers, Stafford's in a different tier than Jared Goff. You
That
can
is true.
compliment Stafford without burying
whole
Goff.
nother
It doesn't
level
make
than
sense how that
Jared Goff,
spins
like
still.
a-
Well, and
Jared
by the way,
Goff.
people would say that would be burying Goff with what you just said there, and saying that Stafford and Goff are in a different tier because Goff has been to a Super Bowl like the corner from San Fran said with that entire thing.
Yeah.
And Stafford haven't, and a lot of people haven't seen Stafford play football, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just, listen, this dude is in hey.
Yeah.
And that's why the futures bets are fun. I'm going to get to Tone Diggs here, the COVID cowboy. Oh, we should go with the heater guy. Nah, this is a futures bet. You live in a moment. Tone, you stay right here, pal. Be where feet are.
Tone's future fortune.
Hey, yeah, Tone's future fortunes. I forgot about that. We had an entire run with that. For MVP betting, because the odds are so big, Like, my immediate thought was, all right, I'm gonna sprinkle some here, I'm gonna sprinkle some
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna sprinkle some here. It's like horse racing almost.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
That's
He,
what-
he said he's going all in on Mahomes just
Yeah.
because he said, why are we wasting time on 8 different horses if we know we got the one that's using the lotion on the ass that makes it run faster? You
I
know?
like the Mahomes one makes sense. He's plus 500. It's great value if you think Mahomes is definitely always going to be in the conversation. But like for Mahomes to win the MVP, he's going to do like extraordinary things because he's already won one.
Yeah, he's
people
already
expect
won.
a lot out of Mahomes.
So he has to do like 3 times better than what he's already done. But that's gonna do it for the video. It was hilarious. You know, I expected that from Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's show is like a really good show. Like I actually like watching it. Like I mean, I know I'm not subscribed to it, but I watch it. Subscribe to it right now. Actually, here we go. He's a funny guy. I enjoy watching him. He had a lot of good things to say, a lot of things, you know. So I mean, I respect it. You know, Trey Lance, don't rush it. It's a seed. It's growing a little bit, but you have to wait a year at least for it to fully blossom. So, yeah, don't rush it. Don't rush it. He's playing great in practice. Hopefully it carries over. If he plays like a superstar in the preseason, it's over though. Jimmy G, it's over for you. Let him play like a superstar in the preseason. Because then we're just going to have to throw him out there. Okay. We're going to have to. But that's going to do it for the video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, follow the socials above. I'm out.